There are two names in the Bible for Jesus that we see often, Son of Man and Son of God. And to be honest, you've probably been quite confused as to why we need two titles. And I'll tell you this, it's not the obvious answer, why he's called the Son of Man and why he's called the Son of God. Right? Because Son of Man kind of gives a picture of him being born on earth. And Son of God gives him Jesus a picture of being God in heaven. That is not the case. We'll look at that right now. The title Son of Man for Jesus originated in Daniel 7. We also see it a lot in Ezekiel as it applied to Ezekiel, about 90 times in Ezekiel. But Daniel 7 is where it originated. Daniel had a vision of a Son of Man in heaven. And the Son of Man, this person, this human, went to the Ancient of Days, God himself, and received all dominion, glory, and all peoples would serve him, would worship him. The Son of Man is also seen in a vision by John in Revelation. And the Son of Man in Revelation is the exact replica as the Ancient of Days. Now look, when I go through this, and I've gone through it multiple times, it seems complex and confusing because I've always pictured Jesus as the Son of Man as being born of Joseph. But that is not the case in Scripture. And once you get the right compartment for how to handle this name, you can then handle the name Son of God a little bit better too. You see, Son of Man is telling us that Jesus was in man form in heaven. That's right. Daniel had that vision of a man in heaven receiving the glory and the power of God. And Stephen, being stoned, looked up to heaven and saw the Son of Man standing by the throne. John looks up into heaven and sees a vision of the Son of Man who's coming back. In fact, 193 uses of the phrase Son of Man. The majority of them that apply to Jesus refer to him coming to this earth or going back to heaven or having the glory that he had in heaven. You flip that and talk about Son of God. 43 times Son of God is brought up in the New Testament. 30 of the 43 times is either a declaration that God is found on this earth in a human being, or a question typically from Satan, the demons, maybe the high priest, to Jesus asking, "Are you the Son of God?" Therefore, in short, Son of Man is a name given to Jesus as a man in heaven. A Son of Man in heaven. Now see, that's kind of incredible. Son of God is a name that we have to wrestle with as we see God on earth. And the question is, do you believe in the Son of God? I spent maybe 45 minutes talking about this in a sermon called Son of Man that is on our webpage, midtownchurchfl.com. I encourage you to look at it. Or, hey, come out to Midtown Church and you'll learn more about this Son of Man and the Son of God.